got a rotating circle. Has anybody ever used Fix-a-Flat? Nobody ever heard of Fix-a-Flat before? All right, so how many of you are going to start driving next year? Okay. So car companies, hello? Car companies used to always put a spare tire somewhere on the vehicle so that if you get a flat, you can pull over, take off the wheel that has a flat tire and put on the wheel with a good tire, right? It's a spare. Well, somewhere along the way, they've started to not do that. That's an optional thing. Because it saves weight, so it increases fuel economy not to have a spare tire that you're carrying around. And because most people never bothered to check the condition of their spare tire. So when they did have to pull over and use their spare, they'd be like, oh, the spare's flat too. That doesn't do any good, right? So what they've started doing is putting repair kits in these cars. And sometimes you can make your own repair kit, and you might put a can of Fix-a-Flat. So you take this can, you shake it up, you got a flat tire, you attach the can to the valve stem of the tire, and it goes, and it shoots this like gooey, foamy, slimy mess into your tire, and it kind of fills it with some air, right, to get you down the road. And then you drive immediately. You need to do it, like, as soon as you get that can of Fix-a-Flat into your tire, you need to drive. The centrifugal force will make sure that, you fill that goo in there at the bottom of the tire, okay? As you start to roll, the centrifugal force is going to distribute that goo into a small film all the way around on the tread part of the tire, the part that contacts the ground, right, on the inside of the tire. And then you have centripetal force that makes sure that the goo just doesn't fly through the tire. The tire is actually going to hold the goo from just flying out, right? So that inward force is centripetal. Centripetal, centrifugal. Centrifugal, if I can spell it. So your centrifugal force and centrifugal force is the outward force. Centripetal is always in. One of your questions said, well, what if the thing changes direction of rotation? Which way would centripetal force be? It's always in, toward the center of rotation. Does that make sense?
Yep. Yeah.
So the centripetal force is going to hold the goo in that film as centrifugal force pushes it out to make that film. And then that goo is going to dry. Like, you know how liquid cement is flexible, and then once it's exposed to air for a while, it cures, right?
Yeah.
It plugs the hole. Wherever the hole is, the little pinprick hole or whatever it is in your tire, it fills that so it doesn't leak anymore. And then you can make it to a tire shop, and then they've got to get all that nasty stuff off your rim. They love it. I'm kidding, of course.